Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope y'all are doing well and enjoying a day off here for President's Day. It is bright and early, 9 a.m. Been up for about 30 minutes. Got my cup of coffee here, so excuse me if I'm not all rah-rah and energetic today. But I want to make sure I put something together because I saw some stuff yesterday and I have some great videos from a practice session I did last week that I want to get out that have some great drills. So, before we get into it though, one thing I do want to do is thank Rachel Schuler, thank a high school buddy, Brant Prince. You guys have led the way with coming very close to a name for the vlog. Right now, the front runner is Raising Lebhar. I hope y'all like it. I'm liking it so far. I'm still open to suggestions. Do I need to say it in like a French accent? Raising Lebhar or something like that. Who knows? Feel free to laugh at that, by the way. But listen, guys, I want to keep this short and sweet, so let's jump right into it. In a minute here, I'm going to throw up an infographic that kind of summarizes what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about comfort zones, and most specifically, you got to get out of your comfort zone. When we go out to practice with our limited time, when we go out to play our matches, we've got USTA getting ready to kick off here. You can stay in your little zone of comfort, but you're going to be missing out on the chance to try to improve your game. So if you're looking to improve, here's what we got to do. If you go out to practice, it's great if you want to hit 100 forehands in a row, cross court, then doing 100 forehands down the line. But are you really challenging yourself? How could you make that drill maybe a little bit more special? Well, you could now hit alternating topspin, underspin, topspin, underspin, trying to go and just challenge yourself that extra little bit. So let's get over this infographic. I'm sitting here rambling. This is something that I found over on Alistair McCaw's Facebook feed. I think he had posted it yesterday. And here are a couple of things that I noticed taking a look at this. First and foremost, you've got your learning zone, and you notice 20% of people are living in the learning zone. You got your comfort zone, 80% of people are living in the comfort zone. So I like this, the 80-20 rule, Pareto's principle. Bottom line is when it comes to tennis and practice, 80% of your results are only going to come from 20% of your input. So how do we maximize our time out there? That's a big key. Other things to notice here, when you're in your comfort zone, ease, you're just getting by, risk-free. I would say it's like being content. You get into the learning zone, you're doing things you're afraid of. You're doing things you're uncomfortable with. You're exploring new things. Now, the important thing also remember is you can actually get now outside the learning zone. If you go out there and all of a sudden I'm playing, Roger Federer and he's just blasting balls past me, I'm not getting anything out of that. So you do have to kind of balance that all out. So how does this apply to tennis? The bottom line is when you go out there and you play, you've got to structure your practices in a way that's going to get you into that learning zone. So as I mentioned, you're doing maybe alternating topspin and underspin forehands, topspin and underspin backhands. For me, I've been working a lot on serving and volleying. And we'll talk about this when we get to the drills. Doing double stuff, you can communicate with your partner, you can try to poach more, you can make sure that you always have targets when you're serving, a lot of different things that you can do. So with that, guys, I want to cut over to the videos, want to cut over to the drills, and I'll put some commentary over there, but definitely want to thank you all for watching today. It's much appreciated. What I would like or ask that you do is when you're on my YouTube page, subscribe to my channel, like the video, maybe leave a comment or two, and I'll have another video coming out sometime probably later this week or next week. And thanks so much. Hope you enjoyed it and talk with you soon. All right, guys, so here's our first drill, and at first glance, it's going to look like we're just hitting forehands and backhands, but in actuality, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to make sure I'm always standing inside the baseline, which is going to force me to do a couple of things. It's going to force me first to take almost every ball off of the rise. It's also going to make the tempo a little bit faster, so I've got to get quicker with my footwork, I've got to get quicker with my backswing, everything's got to happen a little bit more quickly. Now, a couple of other things I want you to notice about this is one, we're going to be making plenty of mistakes, and your body needs to make those mistakes. So don't fear it. Embrace the errors because you're going to learn more when you're making those mistakes. The other thing is just noticing, we're probably hitting about 60%, maybe 75% power here. We're trying to keep the ball in play, going for a rally, and that's something that's going to help. You start off with these drills. Now, obviously, you can start to pick up the pace over time, but at the end of the day, I would say you got to start with something that you can control and manage. So in this next clip, really what we're seeing is just a variation of the last drill. Personally, I don't move forward very well. I like to let the ball come to me. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking more of a normal baseline position behind the baseline, although I am trying to be right on top of it. But I'm trying to make sure that now I'm moving to the ball. I'm trying to take most balls inside the court, but I'm starting my position a little bit more normally. So this is more of like a progression building off of what we just did to try to improve my footwork and just make sure I'm staying aggressive and taking the ball off the rise. So this next drill is a doubles drill, and it's pretty simple. I'm going to be starting at about 3/4 court. Christina's going to be feeding in an approach shot to me, and I can take it out of the air, I can take a half volley, but the bottom line is I need to finish up at the net. Christina's open to do whatever she wants. The only thing she cannot do is hit a winner off of the feed. This is a great drill because it's going to get you a lot of reps in something, at least for me, that's really difficult, which is the transition shot and getting myself in the net for doubles. Another important thing that's going to do is just get you lots and lots of volleys, and that's always important if you want to be a great doubles player. Now, I also have another clip here coming up. I wanted to put in a little highlight of a point that Christina and I had where she was approaching the net, and what you'll see is she likes to call this the Kraken Bruce point because I look like an octopus with my arms just going all over the place. So we got a laugh out of that one. And then here in this next point is actually a little highlight for me. This is my all-day backhand cut volley. How about that? All day long, guys. So in this next clip now, I'm going to go over to a lesson that I did with Tiago where we did nothing but do serve and volley work for a good solid hour. And I've just got a couple of clips in here. I'm not going to put it all in, but one of the things we talked about in the main video was getting out of your comfort zone. And for me, for sure, getting to net is not necessarily in my comfort zone. Adding a serve and volley to my game is something that I use a lot in doubles, but I want to start using a lot more in singles, especially when I can get up in a game, 40-love, 40-15, those sort of green light points where, why not come to the net? Why not put some pressure on my opponent? Now, I'll also say about hitting with Tiago, I love hitting with Tiago. One of the things that he does really well is, you can see here, he just smoked me up the line. So he's going to make me pay when I don't hit the highest quality shot. But on the other side of the coin, he is a good enough player that he can keep the ball in a rally with me at a level that really challenges me, and but also allows me to improve. So, what you can kind of also see, I'll make a couple other comments about the video, is, I'm looking at my toss on my serve. It's going to be hard to come to net with my toss getting so far to the left. So obviously that's going to be something that I need to work on a lot. And we're also working on, right there, that point was actually a second serve. So, I'd still like the toss not to be so far to the left. But on second serves, I'm not going to be coming to the net. But I am going to be looking to try to take that first ball and be aggressive with it and maybe try to come to net off of that. So you can maybe call this first strike tennis. If I can hit a good, solid second serve and I get something short, try to come in on it. One thing Tiago told me, because I'm not necessarily comfortable trying to come in so quickly, but Tiago pointed out, I may never get a better ball than that first ball off of the return to serve. So I think it's good practice to try to get aggressive, and definitely it's getting me out of my comfort zone. Wow, stab volley there. I like that. So, you know what, guys? I'm going to kind of leave you here now. I feel like this has been a great video. You've got some great drills, some great ways to get out of your comfort zone. What I'd ask is leave me a couple comments. You know, what are you going to try to do to get out of your comfort zone? I'd love to hear some of your thoughts, and as always, comment, like, subscribe, and just let me know what you'd like to see, and we'll take it from there. Hope you guys have a great day, and talk with you soon.